Victoria Repa, or Repa, I think it is called, who's an Ukrainian entrepreneur and founder and CEO of a company called Better Me. Obviously, we've all seen the horrors of the Ukrainian war, and undoubtedly it would have caused a lot of mental health issues for everybody throughout Ukraine and other parts of the world, from a very young age to very senior people. We've seen the horrors unfold on the news every day for the last 8 or 9 months. Experts already call the war in Ukraine the most digitized war in history. TikTok videos tagged with hashtag Ukraine War have been viewed over 3 billion times, and of course counting. The stream of information is powerful, but comes at a cost. 15 million Ukrainians need psychological support. And the only way to provide urgent support to such amount of people is to provide simple digital solutions, which Victoria will talk to us about in a moment. But that technology is going to be essential, and the learning from a country going through such torture almost is going to be useful for us to how we scale these ideas amongst the rest of the world going forward. Better Me, which is the platform, has partnered with the First Lady of Ukraine and the WHO to provide such support. So I think this is really important talk that we're going to be hearing from Victoria about how we can all learn from this terrible affliction to the Ukrainian people. Victoria, thanks so much for coming, and the floor is yours. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Victoria Repa, and I'm an entrepreneur from the Ukraine. And I'm CEO and founder of Better Me, a health tech company. And I will talk today about the power of digitalization and how app technology can be a powerful tool to assist us during a crisis. So, a little bit about Better Me. We are a health tech company with over 120 million app downloads worldwide. And in accordance with the last Apple research, we are top 3 in accordance with workouts engagement. And as of November, we have the award from Europass as the hottest health tech startup in the Europe, in accordance with the editor-in-chief Mike Butcher from the TechCrunch. And I'm extremely proud of my team. At the start of 2022, we, like many of you, were planning to expand in our business and launching new products. And for 5 years in the health and fitness industry, we realized that a lot of studies shows that one size fits all approach in health is over. A lot of studies showed that a lot of healthy lifestyle and nutrition predispositions by the genetics. So it's not possible to provide the best diet for everyone. It can be one diet. And that's why one person would like to eat seafood and meditate. At the same time, the other person can eat meat and love strength workout. So in Better Me, we encourage each and everyone to find what works really for them and provide and follow your special bio-individual lifestyle. As a result, I would like to tell that today we are not only health and fitness application. which incorporate mental and physical health, but also ecosystem with a fitness band, one-on-one coaching, helping people to achieve their health and wellness goals in the fastest and the most affordable way. And the war has changed everything overnight. Ever since we continue to promote our superseding business focus, we have one more primary goal. It's, even since the war have started, we, of course, the victory, of course, we focusing on how we can help to rebuild our country and how to help Ukrainians stay strong and healthy. And that's what I would like to talk mostly about today. Most of you already know that Russia invaded Ukraine in February 2022, and everything has changed, including my business, with over 200 employees stationed and working in the heart of the Kiev, in the heart of the war. I have faced one of the challenging situations in my career. No one teaches you this in MBA or other business school. But this situation makes you think and act differently to protect not only your homeland, my Ukraine, which is the most fundamental, but also your business, your team, your brand, and of course our users and clients from all over the world. The war in Ukraine is one of the most digitized war in the history. More than 70% of Ukrainians now have access to the internet. It's more than 30 million. So it means that easy to see a lot of content about the war and create a lot of content about the war. And the information flows like never before. For example, TikTok video that hashtagged with the Ukraine war has been viewing more than 3 billion times, and more than 1 billion posts on the Instagram with the same hashtag. Or just imagine right now that you took your phone and look at your feet. It consists with cute babies and doggies, and at the same time, gory death pictures and calls for donation. And if we now, for example, just should stop all presentation and move to the bomb shelter because the siren notification go off from our screen. Or if we have just all electricity went off from this room or from the entire London. The irony of situation is surreal. But this is the reality Ukrainians lived for the last 10 months. And you can imagine how it impacts their mental health. And here are a few facts. For example, the last studies conducted in the Ukraine showed that more than 90% of Ukrainians have one of the symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder. And Ukraine Ministry of Health also estimates that in post-war period, more than 15.7 million of Ukrainians really need psychology help, and more than 3.5 million of Ukrainians need really therapy or psychiatric help. Today, more than 75% of Ukrainians feel emotional exhaustion or stress. But the main problem of Ukrainian population that historically we are not used to take care about our mental health. And as a result, 70% of the Ukrainians said we don't need any mental health support. And the problem there's some people maybe can't afford this psychology help, and others don't realize that they really need or where to start, how to make a first step. And the main question here is how we can ease this process and how we can help Ukrainians in the fastest way in their smartphone assist their mental health. And the last question for me, as the CEO and founder of wellness company, how I can help right now. From the starting of the war in February, we provide all our application, Better Me Health Coaching and Better Me Mental Health for free to all Ukrainians. We also collaborated with the World Health Organization and First Lady of Ukraine, Olena Zelenska, to provide relevant programs in our application to all Ukrainians. Just for example, as the start of the Mental Health Day in October, we have one of the most giant missile attacks in the Ukraine. And of course, we release with the collaboration with World Health Organization and First Lady of Ukraine, Olena Zelenska, easy tool like stress management, education, self-help tool in our application, which means in the special format like micro-learning, that just 10 minutes per day, you can first educate and then use simple techniques to calm down yourself. And we do it in the format of stories. Everything, it's vivid, creative illustration, easy quizzes, tests, and etc. Like health, like entertainment is our main priority in Better Me. And the idea behind this, that provide people content in the format they are most familiar to them, like in social media, TikTok or Instagram. And this is really interesting new project because it's based on collaboration between government, business, NGO, and expert to provide as fast help as possible under their fingertips nationwide in the smartphone. No? And since the beginning of the full-scale war, we got a lot of positive feedback on our programs from Ukrainians that thanking us for supporting them, and it shows us that we are on the right path and provide something that people really need. And the key idea that technology has really profound influence on people's life. And as First Lady of Ukraine said, that her primary goal is that self-help tool for mental health will be in all Ukrainian smartphones. Of course, Better Me, as well as many organizations working on this, first of all, education of the nation, why they need this support. And, but of course, the war have a lot of problems that we need to deal with. And we also believe that from one side, digitalization creates a really negative consequence on the people's mental health. But on the other hand, it can create a really powerful tool to eliminate these negative consequences. We believe that simple, accessible tool that easy find in your smartphones can really fulfill such a large-scale task like supporting well-being and health worldwide. And of course, we invite international community to join us in this battle. So thank you for your time and attention. Maybe you have a question to me about the health and etc.
Please do ask some questions. She's come a long way from Warsaw, right? Good to know what's going on in Ukraine, right? Any questions?
Thanks, Victoria. On the go-to-market, how do you think about the B2B opportunity?
Of course, for us, it's a super opportunity, but it's maybe in the planning for the next 2 years. As I said, now we are focusing on launching ecosystem with fitness band and one-on-one coaching. And when we create total ecosystem in the like B2C sectors show a lot of results, we go to the B2B, especially to the insurance. There are no disruption in the health. If we talk for the insurance costs, it's health cost for the employees, it's number 3 in Amazon. Total costs. So there are no opportunity to decrease the number in the health, in the insurance health to change behavior. The number one problem that from one side we have a big fast food company like like everyone know, with a multi-billion advertisement budget that code our operational system to it. All fast food industry is really addictive. They have a special addiction chemistry that push us to eat more, consume more, and etc. So we ruin our body for our health. And as a consequence, it's a big insurance market. It's a big problem in terms of from the side of B2B, how we pay for health and how we prevent it. How, first of all, we can use education to promote right health choices. It's the first. And second, help people to change, to recode their operational system in terms of the thought impulses. Because I buy this, it's my personal choice, or it's multi-billion dollars advertisement that install this program in my brain that I really need this.
Any other questions?
Hi. You said that there might be struggle with adoption in Ukraine due to cultural or just norms there. Have you found that adoption has increased more than you were expecting?
Yeah. Of course, if I talk about the installation of different mental health program, we provide it for free. So our primary market is United States and Europe, but for Ukrainians, it's everything for free. It's our charitable activity. And from the start, more than 1 million of Ukrainians download our application with this help and support. And now we collaborate a lot with different companies. For example, in December, we launched with the Meta company free advertisement in Instagram and Facebook about this program. So big company also would like to collaborate in this social activity, and we are ready to push to promote. They provide a lot of, for example, Meta provide us $50,000 to ads manager just to promote this free program.
Have you found the behavior of people in Ukraine is different to the behavior of people in the US and Europe?
Yeah. It's, of course, now if we talk about the war, it's the main idea that before the war, I just only thought the stories from my grandmother when she said how it looks. No one prepared us to this. So I can't compare now Ukraine with any other country because we are living at the war and the population not ready to this challenge. And we are like learn at the flight, adjust at the flight, and all businesses, of course, start to collaborate and doing what the best they can. I just promote my mission in education and health in the world, and of course, I would like to really support mental health and physical health of Ukrainians. So I'm ready to collaborate with any experts and create simple, accessible tool in our application.
Thank you. Any other questions? Okay, so we could say a great thank you, Victoria, for coming across and sharing your experiences. Hopefully, we all hope that we stand with Ukraine, of course, and that the war can end sooner rather than later for all of you. Thank you so much, Victoria. So we've got a few minutes before we go to our next speaker. But I think one of the things I should share with you is a story about Giant Health. So one of the organisers of our event, who's a young lady called Olga Nosova, was actually based in Ukraine, and she's been working with us for 5 years. We've employed her in Ukraine to help us run the program as our kind of personal assistant, but she did a lot of the groundwork for us. But during the war, the very first few days, she had to flee Kharkiv, which is one of the first parts to be bombed, which is on the western part of Ukraine, which has now been captured but been retaken by Ukraine, if you like. But actually, Barry Schreier, my co-founder at Giant, we reached out. We managed to get her smuggled across Ukraine, and the team at Giant went to Poland to pick her up and paid money to ensure that she had housing, etc. Got a family across, and then now she's finally come here just a couple of days ago to come to our event. So it just shows actually how empowered that we've been at Giant to support the community more broadly, and particularly the tech community. We're also now thinking about employing some of the people in tech in Ukraine who are offering their services remotely to start using them in part of what we do, building Giant Health brand. So yeah, it's a great story, and Barry actually went himself at personal cost and risk to go to Poland to pick her up from the border. So I thought I'd share that story with you because we are very much in tune with what's going on in Ukraine. So we've just got a couple of minutes before we go to our next speaker. We'll start in about 5 minutes or so. So we'll catch up then.